It is always a pleasure to have you on the program. We thank you very much. I know it's a busy day.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks for coming on back. We appreciate it. Now,
you're welcome.
Let's look to the future. I'm sure we're going to disagree on the stimulus and on the state of the economy.
Probably so.
I'm sure we are. So let's look to the future for a second. It's just like as I tried to with Ms. Romer a moment ago. On January the 1st, we're going to get a whopping great big tax increase. Now, I know that the president wants to keep the tax cuts in place for the middle class. Got it. And he may well be able to do that. But can you make the case for me that if you raise taxes on that top 2 or 3% of income earners, the rich, you raise taxes on them, can you make the case for me that that creates jobs?
Stuart, I'll make the case that when President Bush cut taxes for the wealthiest 1%, significant tax cuts exclusively for them, it sent our economy into the toilet.
That's nonsense.
That's the case that I'm going to make. Oh, it's not nonsense.
Now,
it's not nonsense.
Let's go forward and answer the question.
You can't just dismiss what I say as utter nonsense.
All right, I won't dismiss it. I will ask you to answer the question and go forward. We are going to raise taxes on the rich on the top 2 or 3% of income earners on January the 1st. Now, make the case that that act in the future creates jobs. Give me the economics of job creation from tax hikes for the rich.
Sure. The case that I'm going to make is that we've given tax cuts, targeted tax cuts to 98% of Americans, and that making sure that we focus on targeted tax cuts for small businesses, making sure that we can focus our tax cutting policy on a much broader segment of the economy and of the population has a significant impact on improving the economy, which has borne out since we passed the Recovery Act last year. We've just had the 4th straight quarter of growth in the GDP, 6 straight months of job growth. I mean, Stuart, you're sort of like you're praying for America to not do well. That's really what you do every single day on this program.
I am an immigrant to this great country, and I want to see its prosperity maintained. Our disagreement is on how you do that. Our disagreement is on how you do it. Now, you still haven't answered the question.
It's certainly not to. I certainly did. You don't like my answer.
No. You've given me an answer. That is true. But you've not addressed directly the economics of job creation by taxing the rich more. So we're never going to agree. So why don't I ask you the same question that I asked
you? You're not going to let me respond.
No, okay, let me ask you a moral question. Do you think it's right in this country of achievement, where we really go after success? That's what America's all about, where we try to achieve prosperity, we try to succeed, we work hard, we save our money, we strive. When you get there, when you make money, do you think it's moral to take more than half of what you make? Is that moral?
Come on. I've heard you make that argument before. We certainly don't do that. It's ludicrous to suggest it.
We do. We are paying more than 50%.
Now you're being a little childish. Could you please let me answer your question?
But you are flat out wrong.
Repeating we do is a little bit childish.
No, it is not childish. We do tax more than half.
What is immoral?
We take it off them.
Focusing our tax cutting policy exclusively on the wealthy and not allowing small businesses and working families and middle class Americans to share in it, which is exactly what the policy was in the Bush administration. Under the Obama administration, our tax cutting policy has been helpful to 98% of Americans. That's moral. That's morality.
Okay, let me just back up a little bit. We do take more than half the income of successful people. We do. When you add in...
I don't know how you
let me explain it to you. But if you live in, let's suppose you live in New York City, and you're making money, you will go up to a 39% federal income tax level. You pay roughly 8 or 9%
local taxes and state taxes and federal taxes.
Yes, that's correct.
Because if you're going then
you add up state, local, and federal taxes, and you do take more than half the income.
We're talking about federal tax policy. If you want to talk to me about federal tax policy, then I'm happy to do that. I'm not a state legislator, nor am I a state official.
You're not. That's true.
The federal government does not take 50% of any person's income.
But that wasn't the question.
That is not the tax rate. We are focused on making sure that tax cutting policy is targeted to working families and to the broadest based segment of the economy. And the proof is in the pudding. When we did that, the economy has recovered. And it still needs a lot of recovery. We're on our way, but we need to do more. But to continue to insist that that we're going to massively increase taxes on anyone is absolutely disingenuous. And
No, it's not.
I'm here to tell you that.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
I mean,
there are three
look,
Senate...
yes, it is. No, it isn't. This isn't a productive discussion.
3 Senate Democrats want to extend the tax cuts for everybody. Okay? Evan Bayh, Ben Nelson.
So you're...
Name them. I can name them. Then you've got Blue Dog Democrats in the House. They don't want to raise taxes on the rich.
There are 258 Democrats in the House of Representatives, and we have the majority in the Senate. And our tax-cutting policy has produced tax cuts for 98% of Americans, tax cuts for small businesses, made sure that we had 6 straight months of job growth.
The economy is slowing.
No, the growth is slower than last quarter. The economy is growing, Stuart.
Yes.
The economy is
growth
growing.
Is
you
slowing.
can't say the economy is slowing when we've had 3 straight quarters in the growth in the GDP, 6 straight months of job growth. You are not entitled to your own facts.
Oh, no,
You're
no. So let me throw
opinion,
a fact at you.
but not entitled to your own facts.
We have 600,000 private sector jobs created in the last 6 months. I think you and I would agree on that.
That's right, an average of 100. That's right, and we are on pace, and I'll say it again because I've said it here before,
$600 billion of government money and stimulus money to do it.
We are on track to create more jobs this year than the entire Bush presidency.
I wish you well.
There's no denying that fact, and I wish you as well. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure to be with you. Thank you very much indeed. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Democrat, Florida. Will you come and see us again, will you?
I'd be glad to.
Excellent. Come and see us again soon. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, ma'am.